Grace.
I'm Daisy.
And this is the news from Greece on Channel 421.
To start off our show, we have news on Athens versus Sparta with Nace.
My name is Nace, and you're about to get schooled. This segment is about how great Sparta is and how crap Athens is. Sparta is the best Greek city-state to live in. Women had nearly the same rights as men, a very progressive idea for the time. Women in Sparta live the same simple lives of men. They can own property and marry whomever they please. The Spartan style of government kept order and representation while still being quick and easy. The Spartan government is an oligarchy of 30...
Oh, really?
The Spartan government is an oligarchy of 30 members known as the Council of Elders. If you want to be a member of this wonderful council, all you need to do is meet these simple requirements. Be at least 60 years old and from a noble family. Also, our military's super dope. We got shirtless dudes with spears, shields, and all of that stuff. Now, to war and things.
Today, in news on our war that we constantly have going on with Athens, our Athenians like cowards, as usual. They have been avoiding all conflict on land since that is where we're superior, and attacking our allies at sea. About a year ago, we started attacking the crops that Athens has to cut off their food supply. And because, as I said before, they're cowards, they've moved all the people that used to live on their countryside into their cities. Because of that, a plague has broken out, and a lot of Athenian people are dying. Next, to Amy and Jasmine with Alexander the Great.
Hello, Alexander. Thank you for speaking with us today. Let's start at the very beginning with your father, Philip II. How old is he when he was king?
My father was 23 years old when he was king.
Is it true that your father's youth he was held hostage in Thebes?
Yes, and while he was there, he learned the advantages of having a professional army, which he then taught to me.
And that led to him creating new battle tactics and weapons, like the catapult, correct?
Sure enough, these new techniques my father conquered lands surrounding Macedonia after he decided to attack Persia.
What stopped him from doing that?
His assassination at my sister's wedding.
That's when you became king.
Yes.
You were only 20, younger than your father was. Do you think that your age made you less prepared to become king?
No, I was trained in the Macedonian army, and I was tutored by Greek scholars, so I'd say I was pretty well qualified.
After your father died, were there any plans you wanted to continue for him?
I wanted to finish the job of attacking Persia and creating an empire. But sadly, before I could do any of that, Thebes, one of the greatest city-states I conquered, rebelled.
You're known as a ruthless king, though, so what did you do about that?
I destroyed them, along with all further thoughts of rebellion.
After the rebellion, what did you do?
I defeated Persian forces in Anatolia.
You used bold tactics when you did that, correct?
Yep.
Like what?
I sent my troops charging directly at the Persians.
The Persians must have hated you.
Yes, but the Egyptians loved you, right? They even chose you to be their pharaoh.
Yeah, but sadly I had to leave. I moved my troops across Mesopotamia and struck Persia's royal capital, Persepolis. And by 33-1 BC, I controlled the Persian Empire.
That was 5 years ago, so what are your plans now?
My plans were to move eastward to conquer central parts of Asia.
What changed those plans?
Once we reached India, none of my men wanted to continue, so I was forced to turn back. So after this, I plan to return to Babylon.
All right, that's all the time we have. Thank you again, Alexander the Great, for gracing us with your presence.
Greece has made many advancements in the fields of maths and science recently. The thinkers of Greece have started to study values, reality, and knowledge in a subject they call philosophy. These Greeks, called philosophers, search for truth and ask questions spanning many topics. Using reasoning and logic, they study the world and everything in it. Socrates, though poor, is the most famous of these thinkers. He has many followers who follow his teachings. He has also created a way of thinking called the Socrates method, using questions to deduce answers. One of Socrates' followers, Plato, has opened a school, hoping to inspire new thinkers. This school, the Academy, has many students, including Aristotle. Aristotle, a student of Plato, has also opened a school, the Lyceum. The school offers different classes with different questions to correspond with them. He is also the tutor of Alexander the Great. The scientists of Greece have been studying the planets and stars. This study is called astrology. With his expertise in maths and science, a mathematician has attempted to estimate the circumference and size of the Earth. While it is still believed by many, including other scientists, Ptolemy, that the Earth is the center of the universe, Aristarchus is working to prove otherwise. Along with maths being used in astronomy, Greece has been excelling in another field of maths, geometry. This is the study of lines, shapes, and angles. A book was written containing the general understandings of geometry along with the knowledge about maths overall. A new idea, created by an inventor, Archimedes, has been developed into a device used for irrigation. His compound pulley has been used in a design to lift water onto crops. Now to Lydia for the latest trends.
Hello, my name is Lydia, and I'm here with the top trends for this week. First up, 7 against Thebes. This play was rightfully chosen by the city leader, written by Achilles. In this drama, the king of Thebes, Oedicles, is forced to defend his city against an attack led by his brother Polynices. In the end, Oedicles resolves to meet and fight his brother. What happens next, you'll have to go to this award-winning play and see it for yourself. On a happier note, citizens are raving about new comedy Birds. This play was written by Aristophanes. It revolves around a great king who finds himself turned into a bird. Maybe a bird. Maybe a bird.
The bird is here.
He decides to build a city in the sky called Cloud Cuculid and prevents all gods from interfering with his rule. As well, he declares himself king of the universe. So if you find time to head down to your local theater, each play has amazing music and choreography. As well, the plays have great casts, all male of course. A new sculpture created by Phidias was built to honor goddess Athena last weekend. As usual, the statue Athena Parthenos worships the gods and is built to its usual perfection. Made of golden ivory, this statue stands at a gigantic 30 feet tall. Unlike most statues which stand outside, you can check this piece out at the new temple Parthenon. This temple was also recently built and as well was meant to honor Athena. This temple is of course built in beautiful proportion, and like most temples it involves columns around the whole building. There is also beautiful artwork of Athena around it, so it is as well a must-see. Again with columns, what did the thin ionic column say to the simple column?
I don't know.
You're such a Doric! Get it? Because a plain column is called a Doric. Okay, anyway, if you have time to check out all 4 of these fine arts, lucky you.